to blame when you blink and you miss her. What the hell, you better watch your mouth, sister.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Watch Your Mouth, Sister. We're so glad you joined us. My name is Kathleen. I am one of the hosts, one of three, and my co-hosts today are
Anne Marie.
The same as always.
Yes.
Megan, Ann, and Kath.
We're the good old standbys, aren't we?
And Megsy, as known by the nieces and nephews.
So as promised in our last...
People can't wait.
I know. The drum roll, please.
Yes.
We really have a lot. Well, I guess I should say I have a lot to say about Big Mare.
This is her therapy session, everyone.
Yeah,
she needs
it's
to
just a
vent.
lot.
She needs to vent.
I vent to you guys, and I don't let you guys up. I don't let up. I
Well,
feel bad like I'm bugging you guys so much.
This just goes along with our parenting boomer segment.
Yes.
It is. It's very, very hard because I feel like I am parenting again.
Because she lives with you, I feel like you feel like the bad guy because you're enforcing every decision that we've made collectively regarding mom.
And I remind her constantly, I'm like, I didn't make that decision. I didn't make that decision.
No.
But yet she
And
constantly...
these aren't even like decisions. This is just basic daily things that mom needs to do to keep her health, like taking her medication,
Eating something for meals.
yeah, taking something with her pills, or reminding her she needs to shower because when you get older, you forget.
You lose sense of day and time. You don't
Yes.
remember that you haven't showered for 2 days.
And just basic things that you need to be reminded of, which isn't a big deal, but
Falls on Kath.
it does, but also with people who are experiencing signs of dementia, it can lead to moments of arguments and pushback, and it's difficult.
It is.
Yeah, to say the least. She
Yeah.
is very, very forgetful these days. And I understand that. It's just that she gets very argumentative, like you said, and she's been sort of spicy. And I'm sort of spicy sometimes back at her, and then I feel so bad. But it's just so hard. For instance, we all decided as a family, you, me, our other sister, that she needs to cut back on her nicotine mints.
Well, she's been sick from them.
Right. So
Very
she gets
sick.
a pack of them. In fact, she ordered 2 packs in 1 week. So there's 27 in each bottle. 100, I think there's 100 and some in each box.
Okay.
Now, let's remind viewers that mom is in remission from stage 4 lung cancer and still going to immunotherapy treatments every 3 weeks. So, I mean, she really shouldn't have any nicotine at all. She refuses to give up the nicotine mints, but in excess, they're making her sick.
Right. So one day I found the 2 boxes of nicotine mints. And she had like half of one left and then the other. So I ended up taking them because she was sitting in her chair, shaking her leg, just staring out into space. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I don't feel good at all. I'm real shaky today, real shaky. So I said to her, well, did you have breakfast? And she said, oh yeah, I just had a cookie and some orange juice. And I said, okay, well, you probably should have eaten something better,
Something with protein.
a muffin, whatever.
Mhm.
And she said, no, I'm just not feeling good. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, come up and eat something. So I go upstairs. I had 6 bottles or 7 bottles of her nicotine mints upstairs in the cabinet. They were all gone except one. And it was with a
It was
4-day
like
span.
Yeah.
It was like a 4-day span.
Right, because she orders them off Amazon.
And she orders them. She can't remember, but she remembers the days that I work, and she orders them to be delivered the precise days that I'm working during the day.
She's not dumb.
And
knows.
gets them because she knows I'll give her what. If I find them, because it's the exact same box, it's the exact same package. So I go down there. I said, you are sick from the nicotine. She's like, I am not.
Oh, no. My husband did a ton of research.
And so I obviously called my sisters. Well, then we determined we need to wean her down. And she does the 2 milligrams. So now in her pill box, she has a morning, noon, and night slot. So she only gets 3. Well, last night, she was waiting for me to get home. Dan and I went to IKEA to look at closet systems. I walk in the door and I walked in her room and she's sitting in her chair. I'm like, how are you? She's good. She's like, you're a really good hider, aren't you?
Oh my God.
And I said, what do you mean? She's like, you really know how to hide those nicotine mints, don't you? And I said, well, I have to. And she said, and you hid my pill box because I have it all out for the week. So her nicotine mints are in each slot. So she was planning on delving into
the next
days, which she did.
Yeah, she did it at my house. She ate them all in one day
which
for
was like a
4
whole
days.
Week. Yeah. And I said, well, that wasn't my decision. I said, it was your other daughter's decision. So I blamed you guys.
That's fine because she was having GI side effects.
Oh,
Horrible.
My
And it's not
God.
fair for her to make herself sick like that because she can't really take care of herself then.
Can we just say
No, we can't.
that the 3 of my sisters are nurses? I am not. At one point,
She called us from Vegas. Help.
I had to call from Vegas because my son called and said that the bathroom needed to be cleaned. So Megsy went over there and took care of business for me.
And I'm not that kind of nurse. Like, I don't do that stuff. And I don't do adults. I got my boys. I don't want no part of that. But
so
it's my mother.
It has happened several times.
But not since we've started weaning her down.
No,
she's
not
been
at all.
actually more clear.
Yes.
Mentally.
A little bit. But can I just do a shout out? I'm going to do a shout out. Fucking Clorox cleanup. You are the bomb. Fuckity bomb.
Clorox do you use the spray or the wipes?
Standing from the doorway, you can spray that stuff all over.
Oh my God.
Sit for a good 10 minutes and go wipe it up. And Swiffer Wet Jet. That's a good one.
All right. Well, we need sponsorship.
We
so
do. I think Clorox Cleanup could be the one, ladies. I have a feeling
or,
in my bones.
Or shout out to Habitrol.
Habitrol.
Oh my God.
This ad has been brought to you by Habitrol. We do not get any kickbacks from this, but Big Mare might.
Oh my goodness.
We should call our we should have called our podcast
Nightmare
with Mare.
Well, tell them about the nightmare you had.
Oh my God. I just can't escape.
What? She had a nightmare about Mom.
Did I tell you this
about
other night?
Traveling?
Yeah, we traveled. She was everywhere. She fell on the escalator, decided to sit down, and she wouldn't get up and got stuck in it at the top. I can't.
Well, she's not easy to travel with.
I need a spa day.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, it's okay. It's fine. All is good today. I made her sit the other day, and she watched 6 hours of the Wicked,
the movies,
sagas. Yeah. So we watched that together. It was very pleasant.
So we're trying to wean her down so that she can be healthy. We've got weddings coming up, college and high school graduations, and we want her to be present.
Yes, absolutely. But with all that coming up, can we just sit in the post-Christmas depression for a minute?
Oh my God, it's so bad this year.
I don't know why, but I was really feeling the Christmas magic this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was just...
you had it at your house.
We
and
did.
You had your whole family.
Yeah, it was so nice. And my oldest and his girlfriend and the grandpup stayed over. It was so nice. And now it's all over. And living in the gloomy Midwest, we won't see the sun till probably June.
The armpit of America.
Yeah.
And settling down for a long winter's nap truly sets in January.
It does.
It really does.
I feel like all streaming services need to come out with their series
in January.
Just January.
Well,
just drop them all.
The Pit's coming.
Yep.
Shrinking.
Yep, Shrinking.
Oh, Shrinking's a good one too.
So I'm really excited about that.
What about Ted Lasso? Did they start filming that season?
They did start filming it. I don't know when it's coming out, though.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Oh, well, the new in Grey's Anatomy starts back
Oh,
up.
God. They just need to choke that one out.
So good this year.
They've
It's so
restarted
good.
with
They-
intern.
Yeah,
I know, but
down to the
no.
basics.
Once they killed off McDreamy, goodbye.
McDreamy's coming out with a new
Movie, isn't it?
movie. No, it's a series, and he's supposed to be some type of spy that has Alzheimer's.
Oh, I did see
Yeah,
that.
it looks so good.
Oh, I love me
Patrick
some
Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey.
Loved him since he was Ronnie.
Oh, my
yes.
goodness.
Oh my!
What was Ronnie's last
Can't Buy
name?
Me Love.
That girl died
She did
from the movie. Yeah.
the main girl.
Yes, she was so pretty.
I loved Can't Buy Me Love.
Love.
That was ever since then I had obsession with Ronnie.
And that was before his plastic surgery.
He's still the same person.
I
He
know, but
just has swagger.
And
I
that-
don't care.
he's
You can't
so
do plastic
good-looking.
surgery on swagger. I'm sorry.
How about that head of hair?
Yeah.
Oh,
And his wife's equally beautiful too, and they're just the cutest couple. I think she
she
does
was
his makeup. And
yeah, she's a makeup
hair, yeah.
artist.
And so that's just the cutest. So when
Ronald Miller.
Ronald Miller. Yeah, Ronnie.
Oh, my goodness.
Loved it. Loved
Yeah,
him.
the actress died in 2015.
What was her name?
A drug overdose. Her name was Amanda Peterson.
Oh, that's right. She was in a lot, I think, wasn't she?
That I don't know.
She was good in that one. I loved it. It was like was that Hugh?
I don't think it was.
No, but it was sort of
John Hughes.
John
no.
Hughes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
John Hughes.
Was it filmed in Illinois? Because most of John Hughes'
They
films
were.
were filmed in Illinois.
I don't think that was, but
No.
it was good. It was along those lines, like 16 Candles. Like you just
Breakfast
have to
Club.
watch it,
Yeah.
right?
Ronald Miller.
Is that the same one where he's no Better Off Dead? I want my $2. Do you remember?
No. Mm-mm.
Who was in that? I don't know. I
Hold
don't
on,
think
I'll
Matthew
bring it up.
Matthew Broderick, but I want my $2. The kid went around on his skis and followed the kid.
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
But Better Off Dead.
John Cusack was
John
in there.
Cusack. Yeah.
Okay.
So John Cusack, it's just one of those teenager angsty
Teen flicks. Yep.
flicks, and
He
he likes,
makes bumbling attempts to kill himself after his girlfriend dumps him.
It's
I don't think that probably aged very well.
probably not, but
But it was the 80s. All right.
Anything goes in the 80s.
R.I.P. MTV.
Oh, man.
They finally took that abomination off the air after they quit making the music television videos.
Well, I think
Which was in the 90s pretty much.
right.
90s.
Yeah.
I think
early
the
2000s.
age of making videos.
Well, I think it's coming back.
Do you
It is
think
coming back.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It's true.
I feel like if people want to put their music out there, they
Hey,
do a
maybe
little
we
video.
just need to like buy MTV and make it a new, situation.
But it would have to play 24/7 music videos or
Right.
music.
Well, there's
None of that
gazillions
reality
video.
TV, though.
There's a gazillion videos out there. You can make it go 24 hours.
They stuck their toes into reality television and made a lot of money off of it
Never
and
looked back.
completely ruined the whole concept of what MTV really was.
Right. They should have had a separate reality TV. They could have branched out. Megan, you've got some plans for 2020.
Maybe some big plans, some big announcement.
I do. I just put in my 2 weeks notice at my job.
And everybody's devastated.
I hear that. I'm devastated.
I love
devastated.
my job as a nurse injector in the aesthetic industry, but it is not easy. It's a difficult job. It's managing people's expectations. And even though I've only been doing it about 4 years, I'm burnt out. I'm tired. When I'm not at work, I'm worrying constantly about work and my patients. And when I'm at work, I'm worried about the kids at home. And Charlie, my little feral boy, he is getting increasingly more difficult as he gets older. And so I'm just going to be staying home with the boys and focusing on family.
Well, all right then.
That's great.
Are we going to have Sunday dinners here at the
could
dollhouse?
We could have Sunday dinners.
No, I want homemade meals.
Oh, no, we don't do that.
I want mashed potatoes, gravy, and roast.
Well, how about you have them?
Get it catered.
No, I still work my 2-3 jobs. This is my 4th job here. And once my 4th job takes off, which it's going to in 2026 because we have high expectations and we really want to make a go of this, I will quit the other jobs.
Okay.
But I don't know. I have 30 years in my other job.
Yeah, you have to keep it.
And I don't know. I just don't know if I would hold on to that one or not. We'll just have to see what the
I'll be
future
holding
holds.
on to my job. I like my job. But
Well.
I can make this a priority. We can each have one job
Yeah.
and this. And
Well,
Megan's one job is chasing her
babies.
feral,
My little baby.
her little feral 8-year-old, who, by the way, can we just say he had like a 2-foot growth spurt this year?
He did.
He
did this
is.
past year.
His legs are so long.
He grew for such a tiny little.
He walks like a gingerbread man.
He
It's
does.
the cutest thing ever. We need to put some videos up on that
My
so
boy.
people can
The
see.
thing about Charlie, although he has the syndrome, he's nonverbal, he is so smart and he is so interested in everything. I feel like when he's doing his thing, he thinks like, what would freak my mom out the most if I did
Probably.
it right now? And then you'll see him like hanging off a countertop, just trying to,
Doing the splits in his crib.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he will get on top of his crib and do the splits across them
And you
and
have one
hang
of
upside
those
down.
Safety.
We have a
nets on
safety
top,
net
right?
above it, and sometimes he likes to grab the bars from those and just snap
He's
them in half.
so
Strong.
flexible
And
and
he's so
strong.
tall.
Yeah,
We say he needs to be a gymnast.
He has hypermobility and he is double jointed and he's extremely flexible. He can almost touch the top of his head to his back. He will
Yes, that
bend.
freaks me out. That
It's-
freaks me
it
out.
is.
Like his head's gonna fall
It
off.
looks like it's going to snap off.
Yes.
He's got a lot of energy, and unfortunately, with it being winter, he can't get out.
Right.
He loves
likes
the
to swim.
pool. He likes to be outside,
All the more reason for us to move south for the winter.
or at least be snowbirds.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be moving south. We would be moving west, my family and I.
Well,
Oh, your husband is from
Well,
California.
Mhm.
make sure you have that extra pool house for me and Ann so that we can come and stay for 6 months out of the year.
Absolutely.
I'm sure my husband won't mind at all.
Right.
Yeah, mine either. I can work from anywhere, so
That's true.
Just bring my computer and
Bring your setup.
plug in during the day. We can do our podcast in the evenings,
Exactly.
and it'll be great once we get video up and going. So I think people will be more interested in what we have to say and how we're saying it. It's a little bit hard to pick up sometimes from just
Listening.
just
Yeah, it'll be
listening,
nice
but
to put
We
faces.
are freaking interesting.
I mean, yeah, we can be interesting.
We are
With the best
interesting.
of
We need
them.
to start having some guests.
Yes, we're going to be having some guests, some interesting guests. I know a couple family members have talked about coming on, but you've got to have something really interesting or an interesting story to come on. It
And you
just,
got to bring the views.
yep, yeah, you just can't be
You got to
like
bring the views
because you're
people.
related to us. I mean, this is the big time right now.
The big
We're
time.
we're high rollers. We're big
We
time.
have 35 followers on
Right?
YouTube. So
I mean, you got to start somewhere.
we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We need everybody out there to help us.
But yeah, don't call us. We'll call you.
Right.
I mean,
right. People are beating down our doors.
Exactly.
Interviewing.
exactly. You really got to be someone.
Someone said, when we make it big, you're going to want to be on our podcast. She's like, well, when you make it big, I'll come on your podcast.
Oh no.
Asked about who that was. Tell the whole conversation.
That would have been sister number 4. And I told her, I said, well, you got to bring the views. And I said, we're not going to pay you. She's like, well, you would pay a Kardashian. I said, well, they would bring the views. You would
Yes.
not.
That's somebody people would want to hear from. So,
I
you
said,
pay
either
those
you're
people.
in now or never.
She missed that. She missed that
The
cutoff.
ship has sailed. The
She's
ship
so
has sailed.
spicy. She's got her beautiful life she's
She
living.
does. She's,
She's
going. She's
Right now, the
really
camera would be
busy.
really handy with
Yeah.
my face
yeah,
expressions.
your facial expression. But she's got younger children. She's newly married.
She's driving them all over God's
She
creation.
is. She is. And her oldest is ready to drive,
drive.
and such, but she doesn't want to let
She
her
won't.
drive.
She won't
I
drive
get
in the
it.
car
It's
with her.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do driver's ed with your young kids. And with my first one, it was really hard. So when I sat down with my second and third, I said, listen, I'm going to let you drive today. This was the first time I ever sat with them. I said, when I say something, you will not reply, I know. You will say, okay, Mom. I said, because the first time you say, oh, I know, because you don't. You have never driven a car before, with me anyway. I said, if you say, I know, I'm done. Because you don't know. It really bothered me when like, I know, Mom. I know, Mom. No, you don't know because you haven't been doing it.
That's like the default that they always go to.
It is.
That's how Mom answers you too. When you say, Mom, you need to take your medicine. I know.
That's just goes to show you it's one big circle of life.
Yes, it is. And then our generation is just the best.
Oh my God, it's going to be us. Our kids are going to be talking like this about us very soon. I'm sure they already do.
They probably do.
But
cool parents.
I'm just going to be out in the garden in my robe.
In your bikini. You're going to be like Magda.
No, I'm not. I know.
Something about Mary.
Wrinkly body.
Leather.
No, I'm
no
not.
sunscreen or baby oil and iodine that Grandma used to slather us up in.
No,
I'll be gifting my friends facelifts like Kris Jenner does.
Oh my gosh,
that video I sent you?
I heard that video today. Yeah,
really?
She was going to gift her best friend with a facelift, and Scott Disick was like, "Are you worried that might offend her?" And she's like, "Well, now I'm getting in my head about it."
Of course you should.
Oh my God.
But that would be so me. Like, I'm
I
gifting
know.
you the gift of a new
Here
face.
I set up your appointment with Dr. Nyack.
Yeah.
The $100,000 is paid. Go get your freaking ugly face fixed.
A friend wanted a facelift, right?
I mean, I'm sure because Chris had hers, and I'm sure it was with that plastic surgeon, and like,
Wow, I wish I could get one of those.
right.
Kris Jenner, if you're wanting to gift facelifts, I volunteer as tribute.
I can't
Volunteers.
wait
That would
for
be
my
like the
face and
gift
neck lift.
That gift that keeps on giving.
Yes,
Unless it goes awry, which it can.
Yeah,
You
I
never
can't.
know.
I can't wait to get a face and
Oh
neck
my
lift.
goodness, you don't need one.
Yes, I do.
You don't need one.
Well, we'll see when that
So what
happens.
else for 2026? Megan's got more focus on the family,
Focus on the family and
focus on the podcast.
the podcast. I'm excited about that. And then we've got Kathleen's youngest graduating from high school.
Yes.
Looking
In
at
May.
colleges.
Yep.
And then we have the first of our boys getting married.
Oh,
And then she's planning another one with her other son.
my oldest is planning a destination wedding for
can't wait.
2027. And can
Oh.
I just say, both of these girls, daughter-in-laws, are amazing young women.
You have hit the freaking jackpot.
And
You
their
jackpot.
families are great. I feel like we all get along really well. But they're getting some good guys. They're getting
They
some,
are.
they're getting-
They are.
they're getting some good guys.
Some amazing kids. I'm just saying.
So I mean, I'm very proud of all of my kids. All of our kids are amazing kids.
They are.
They are just
We didn't do too
fantastic.
bad.
Your oldest and his fiance, we were talking at Christmas, and she said, they don't know like how they would cut off. When you're having a small wedding, or if you want to have a big wedding, but at what point do you stop inviting
Right.
people, right? So we were talking. I said, you invite who you want to come, and don't worry about what other people think. That you just have to enjoy your day, have
Right.
the day that you always imagine. I said, but I am the godmother.
Oh, of course, you had to throw that in.
Funny.
I am the godmother.
Like, don't cut off me.
She's like, oh my gosh, you would totally be invited. I said, but yeah, I am the godmother.
That is so funny.
When I got married, I was basically told who I had to invite.
Right, same
and
here.
And I didn't want that for my kids. I'm like, if you don't want to invite whoever, don't.
Because
I'm not
we
gonna
were
be mad.
told- It was so funny because, Megs, I don't know with yours, but with Ann and I, we were told by Mom, you need to invite all my bunco friends and their husbands. And you need to invite my cousins on this side that we only see once every 5 years.
Yeah,
which
you know
was
how
fine, but to
I
see her-
responded to that. I'm
Right.
like, well, that's fine. If I need to invite those people, you have to pay for them.
Right, and she didn't. Like,
Well,
didn't
she
pay.
wasn't by the time we got to my first wedding, Mom wasn't in a place financially
She wasn't
to
in
help
place at
out.
all
Well, you got
for us
married
either.
in what year?
But I was also 22 when I got
Yes.
married. I was young and I had a new baby. And I couldn't, we just invited very, very close family and friends to our first wedding.
And I and Dan paid for the wedding, and his dad helped us out a little bit. And we paid for it all. And she told us, you need to invite this person, and that we were manipulated into doing it
Same.
because out of guilt. And there you go. That's Mom's generation. And I see it now.
It was 4 appearances.
Right. And I think we've talked about the fact that, like, for wakes and funerals, she's always, you're really going to go to that. And
Irish guilt.
Yeah. And I sort of caught on. And, like, even now, like, I'm like, don't you manipulate me. Don't you guilty me into doing that. She's like, I am not. I'm like, think about it. You are. And she's like, yeah, I guess I am. So
it's just a totally different generation, different way of life, different way of thinking. And we still have those old-fashioned ways of thinking sometimes.
It's hard to break away.
You're exactly right on that. Because at what point in your life do you stop catering? You know, we grew up, respect your elders, respect the people that are older than you,
No
respect
matter
that
what.
certain family tie, like say your grandparents, your mother, your father.
And I'm all about if I don't care if they're blood, if they're not,
If they're toxic.
if they're toxic, they're not in
Right.
in
And so
our lives.
You know, as far as that goes too, blended families and whatnot, you have stepchildren, and
You have step-in-laws.
I have step-in-laws as well. Dan's dad's passed away, and you know, we still have contact with his stepmom, but that's my kid's grandma.
That's the only grandma they know, right? On that side?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She was married to Dan's dad prior to my kids being born, because his mom passed away when he was 2. So coming into Dan's family, I knew my mother-in-law, and I always have treated her as such. And, you know, we have a pretty good relationship. She's taught my kids growing up that Papa and Grandma, they never knew anything about step this, step that, step whatever. But them growing up over the years, it's been apparent that it was on their end, my in-laws' end, that it was a step situation. And my kids didn't understand that. So, like, for instance, when my daughter was 5, her step cousin was same age, 2 weeks older.
So same grandparents.
Same grandparents, and they kept their finances separate.
Yep. I feel like this was an agreement they made when they got
Of course,
married.
and I totally respect that. I do. But the step cousin got an American Girl doll. Abby, being 5, said, oh my gosh, I'm going to get an American Girl doll from Papa and Grandma for my birthday. And very generous. The kids got cash. And I'm like, oh, fudge.
Yeah.
This is not
Because
going
she saw that the other granddaughter, her age, got something
Exactly. So
that she
it
wanted.
was at that point in time that I'm like, okay, that's how it is.
You
And that-
never made it that
I
way.
never made it that way. And Mom ended up buying Abby an
Right.
American Girl doll. Because she knew. And everything was fine. And it was good. I saw a TikTok where, I don't know if you guys saw it, it went viral, where the one child was crying about
Yes.
Jurassic Park, and the grandparents had bought the other grandchild
Yep.
all this beautiful Jurassic Park stuff.
And it was so sad because that child was like,
so
I don't want to
heartbroken.
be sad. I'm grateful, blah, blah, blah. But he was really, it was just blatant. It was blatant that the grandparents just spoiled the other kid, but also chose to give all those gifts in front of the other child.
Right. So, and that is
Kind of what you had to pull away from,
exactly. We pulled away from that.
like the big holidays.
The big holidays from that, which was fine. It's okay.
And that's a tough lesson for kids when they see, because they don't understand when they're younger and you see that. And
They do now.
of course they do.
Well, they're
And I
adults
never
now.
even brought
Yeah.
it up to
Right.
them.
Right.
And now they do.
Yeah. And you
But-
never want to be that parent who's like, oh, well, that kid got more than mine. But in a different situation like this one, it's really hard to sit back
Right.
and watch
And
your child with
You
a
want to
It's
protect them from that
about-
hurt.
About that gifts, but I think they just know the difference now.
Mm-hmm.
Like even step grandkids versus regular grandkids. I
Mhm.
guess you could say regular grandkids.
Right.
But it's heartbreaking, and we still enjoy our time with my mother-in-law and love that she's still part of the family. I don't know. It's just
It is hard.
It's sort of
It
hard.
is
I've
when
always
they're little, you try to protect
Yeah.
them so that they don't know that their cousins are the grandma's kids and
Right.
you
They just
are
don't
the
know.
grandpa's, and things were set up a certain way.
And who knows? That viral video could have been the same thing. You never know. But it's heartbreaking when they finally come to the realization, especially if they're adults and they
Mhm.
realize that, you
Mhm.
know, it's heartbreaking because I've always treated that family as a
Mhm.
family, not a step. So to
Well,
speak.
and that goes for the same for parents who get remarried and have new children.
like combine, like their own children.
Combined families.
Yes, they have combined families or they go on to have children
own.
with their second spouse, but then their first children will sometimes, unfortunately, take a back seat to the new children.
Right.
That can be devastating to see, deal with, but you just got to make sure that you're raising your kid to be a well-rounded individual so they don't do that one day.
Right. And you have.
Yeah,
No.
it can be hard.
Kids are innocent bystanders. They don't know any better. They don't know the difference between step or regular. So it always bugs me when major news outlets will cover a story, say on a celebrity or just somebody, and be like, their adopted daughter from blah, 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 blah,
Oh, like
blah.
Rob Reiner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's his daughter.
Right.
It,
Why is
Adopted
it
or not
adopted?
makes no difference.
as a parent,
whatsoever.
you don't go around saying, oh, well, that's my biological child and that's my adopt. They're
No.
all your children.
Exactly.
Well, right.
X amount of biological children.
Right. That's
And
so bizarre to me. That
It's like it's a
Technically-
middle name or something.
Yeah.
you have two biological children, an adopted child, and 3 stepchildren.
yes,
But you don't refer to any of them.
It's just bizarre, and it really bothers me when like writers do that,
Yeah.
or there's articles that said his adopted daughter from blah blah. No, it's their children.
Exactly.
Right.
Most people who do adopt don't want the delineation.
And neither
Made
do the
known.
children.
Right.
I mean, I can't imagine
What a
how
way
that
to make them feel less.
Yeah.
Well, do you think, I know it sucks, because like you said, it's mostly like celebrities that it comes out and say, oh, they're adopted this, like,
But
Tom Cruise
families,
or whatever.
relating back
Right.
to your situation, there are families who make it that way.
Yeah, that's true. That's sad. That's really
Correct.
sad. But I feel like too, like being a celebrity and that coming up, I mean, that has to be hurtful for like the children saying, oh, their adopted daughter together, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Like, no, that's my mom. That's my dad. You said there's probably families that do that. The media is just sort of
Possibly
out of
when
control
they're
with that.
older. So, for instance, if you get married when you're in your 40s and there's adult children, a lot of times they will say, well, he was the father of 2 and then stepdad to
Right,
2, which I
right.
guess if they're adults,
Yeah.
but it still really doesn't matter
It
in the
doesn't.
long run. What are your plans for the year?
Mine?
Other than your 7 jobs?
Well, no, my big plan on my brain is to remodel our bathroom and closet in our master bathroom.
This has been going on for quite some
Like
time.
5
You've got to
years
bite
at
the
least.
bullet.
At least 5
I
years.
know, I do.
Well, you did
We
make
are.
the biggest step yesterday.
We did. We went and created our closet system at IKEA. Shout out to IKEA in Bolingbrook because the guy that helped us was freaking amazing. I'm employing Abby while she's home from college to help clean out and organize and make a little
Awesome.
money because she didn't want to
Yeah.
go back to her retail job. So I said, hey, I'll help you.
That's
I'll help
great.
you out. You help me out. So the rest of the year, I'm not a planner. I don't have any plans for myself, to be honest. I'm not a planner like that. I am a spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure out what we're doing now for tomorrow. I've never been one to do New
Like,
Year's goals.
Yeah,
I'm not. Because I never keep them.
that's how I feel as well.
Mhm.
I have a lot to look forward to this year, but I don't have
significant plans.
Yeah, I've got some gardening plans.
Now, I will tell you,
Can't wait.
for January, February, and March, Dan got companion pass for Southwest, and I
Oh.
want to go somewhere. But last night he said, if we're buying this closet system, then we're not going anywhere. I'm like, all right. But it's a companion pass.
Right.
If he goes out of town for work, I can just companion with him.
And stay with him.
And stay with him.
do that. Do that and sit.
Simply in the Keys.
Yes. South Florida would be nice. You could sit by the pool all day.
Yeah.
Read a book.
I would not mind that one bit.
Do it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Do it. You only live once. Well, you've got the graduation.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the wedding.
You have the wedding.
I've got some gardening plans. You know, we always hit the good garden stands for the
15
flowers.
weeks until our flower stand opens.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So we've got
Maybe
that.
14 now. We'll just do the
probably
book with that.
14. This is how we count down in the
Thanks.
Midwest to the sun.
I am recording a podcast next week with Ian Bowen. He runs his own podcast called the Positive Persistent Podcast. Great following.
How'd you get invited?
I went to school with his wife when we were younger.
Okay.
And she had reached out to me and asked me if it was okay if her husband reached out to me. And he's actually has a really, really great story. He had gotten, I believe, a tumor on his spine, and to learn how to
Oh, wow.
walk and do all those things again. And just kind of his road to recovery is pretty incredible.
Wow.
So they graciously invited me on his podcast, and him and I will be recording that next week.
I can't
That's
wait
so
to
much
hear.
fun.
Yeah, we'll be talking a lot about Mason and his story and what happened with him. So I will let everybody know when that is available.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll link that for sure.
That'll be great. I can't wait to hear it. You've got an amazing story. A few of them, actually. You've overcome a lot. Your kids have overcome a lot.
You're just an amazing person,
yes,
Megs.
you are.
No,
You are.
I'm just a.
That is why people at work are saying the heart of Jem is leaving us.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
You are. You don't realize it, and you have this thought in your head of how you are, but you are one freaking amazing person.
I agree. As a matter of fact,
And we helped shape her, didn't we, Anne?
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You did.
I was thinking yesterday, I was walking around outside and I was thinking about my kids, and I'm like, I feel like I have 6 kids. I've got my 3 sons and my 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And
Well, one day
Mother, can she be one of your kids?
I hope to return the favor one day by gifting you all with a facelift.
I can't wait. I can't
Amazing
wait.
people, but we will get facelifts.
Right.
Yeah.
These deadbeats of my
Jesus.
sisters are going to look good whether they want to or not.
With that, everybody, we are so excited for this year to come. If you want to give us some feedback, let us know. We are always open for improvement, including facelifts.
And accolades as well.
Accolades, we'll take them. So thank you, and see you next time.
Bye.
Follow, share.
Like.